across the hex running. Round one's brought to you by Dragon Energy. The power is yours. Oh, and Bob just takes a big right hook. Landoyi willing to mix it up here. He's bringing the heat, but Bob answers with a nice straight right. I like it.
Yeah, he took a left as well, didn't he? As Landoyi gets the takedown. Some nasty ground and pound. Swanepoel's covering up. A lot of power from Landoyi, Cyrus.
And make a great debut here at EFC 104. Swanepoel just can't give up.
He's covering up a little bit, and Landoyi is able to posture up. You can see Tiny Strauss in Bob's corner there. He's giving all the active defense at the moment. There's a nasty right coming in from Landoyi.
And look at Landoyi once again. Big rights, big lefts, throwing everything he has at Swanepoel, but does he do enough to get a stoppage here? Swanepoel continues to fight, and he's eating a lot of those punches with his arms here.
And if he's got the cardio, we'll certainly see if he can go into the second round with the same kind of pace, Landoyi. But if he's got the cardio, he's certainly caused enough damage in his first round to take it in the judges' eyes, as Vicker Swart stands them up.
Has the 9mm got any more ammo in the chamber here? Let's see if Robert Swanepoel can throw with any sort of conviction. We're seeing him throw, but he's not really putting a whole lot behind it. Doesn't have a lot of snap to his punches. We'll see if he can walk down Lisaka Landoyi. What a showing that would be here for Robert Swanepoel on short notice. Can he stay on his feet? Landoyi pushing the pace, trying to turn him. As Swanepoel, he gets that separation. That's a moral victory here for Robert Swanepoel. He spent the better part of 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes on the ground last round. He doesn't want to be there.
Nice right from Swanepoel.
A nice right hand.
Some big shots. Landoyi comes back with one of his own. Landoyi's looking for the counter. Gets the takedown. Rob's got the neck as a form of defense, but Landoyi timed that very nicely. He settles into half guard.
This is a great opportunity for Lisaka Landoyi to finish this fight. I think Swanepoel's about tapped out. We'll see if he can survive here, Simon.
Massive elbows coming in. I think he's probably more scared of Coach Conrad Siabi's anger, getting frustrated. But props to Swanepoel for surviving the second round, as he did in that first. A hellacious ground and pound in these 2 rounds.
They just don't have a whole lot right now, Simon. They are just trying to kind of eat their way to the decision, and that looks like a slip. If there was ever a time to dig deep down and get something done, here it is.
Swanepoel continues to push forward. A big right from Landoyi, missing. That's a good left from Swanepoel, though. He follows up with a couple of punches.
Connects.
But a very entertaining first 2 rounds, which probably you can understand the context of why these both lads were shattered going into the third.
Well, there it is. We go all 3 rounds. And you see Robert Swanepoel just absolutely exhausted, man. He went through the cleaners there. And as you can see, Lisaka Landoyi feels like he did enough. Most likely he did. Robert Swanepoel, though, got to be a moral victory to go all 3 rounds. First time in his career that he's gone to decision, that he's even got into round, take that back, he went into round 3 with Elvis Nguala Nguala. You'll see him a little bit later. But it's been a long time since he's been into the 3rd round. It's been about 5 years since Robert Swanepoel has seen the 3rd round. So like I said, moral victory there for Robert Swanepoel, but Lisaka Landoyi, the young fighter making his debut, most likely did enough. Let's take a look at the actual replay. I don't know what we're going to replay. I assume there's something. There was the slip.
What we're not seeing...
There wasn't a whole lot here, though.
No, there wasn't much to talk about in the third. Plenty of action in the first 2, but what we're not seeing on camera, Cyrus, is that immediately, as soon as the bell went at the end of that 3rd round, Bob Swanepoel went down to the ground, complained to the doctor in his corner. I think he's got a tear. I think it's on his left side of his knee. I'm not sure if it's an ACL or an MCL. It's certainly some kind of lateral tear. At first, I thought he was stretching out his hamstring. He's having a nice chat with Conrad Siabi at the moment. They're embracing, a lot of respect, as I'd expect. Bob Swanepoel still able to limp over to his opponent and embrace them, which is great to see, because they really did throw it down those first 2 rounds. But I think Bob Swanepoel's complaining that he's got some kind of tear on his left leg. Don't know if that hampered him much in that third round because he was the one pushing the pace, and it seemed to be an issue, you know, of just going the distance after both guys just giving everything they had in those first 2 rounds, rather than it being a tear. But he's still worried about it. But yeah, well, a cracking fight yet again. The judges are taking their time. There's been quite another caucus over on the other side of the cage. As MASA, the governing body of mixed martial arts here in South Africa, having quite a chat. You can see Nick Savides having a chat away with his officials. We saw it in that our first prelim fight. That was also incredibly competitive and action-packed, and it's yet again we're waiting for the decision. But it seems like it's in.
Decision's in. Let's go to Hotso.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges call this contest 30-26, 30-26, and 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, known as Kirikou, Lisaka Landoyi.
We'll have a couple words with the winner, Kirikou. Thanks for taking the gum guard out there, cage-wise. What a fantastic fight. You're coming on debut, but you're fighting a very experienced guy. The first 2 rounds, I think, what swayed it with the judges. It was your top control on the ground, a lot of ground and pound in traditional brothers-in-arms fashion.
We had to change the games, because we normally go 2 games, we lost because of the ground. So coach changed all the tactics. That's why I had to thank coach. Coach he did believe on me, and then I had to give him this win. I had to. I don't have chance. Thank you, coach. Thank you for this opportunity. And Graham, thank you for giving me another opportunity, Graham. I don't know what to say. My teammate, Anisette, Professor, Mobutu, thank you so much. And I have to thank God. Without God, I can't do this. Thank you, Lord.
Were you surprised it went the distance, that you weren't able to finish him? Were you going to be scared that Conrad Siabi was going to punish you for not finishing the fight?
I know he was going to punish me because he said, I did everything for you. Hey, it was too bad for me, but thanks to this man, I had no choice to give him a win because there's a lot of things happening background of my people talking about me. I didn't want to give up. I was gonna just give this win to shut the hell of the people who were talking bad about me. There I am Kirikou!
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Lisaka Landoyi.